Two projectors, both claim to be 4K, both claim to be laser, and both claim to give you high brightness on paper. But in reality, the scenario is far different. The first projector gives you grey blacks and it gives you a very flat depth, whereas the second projector gives you an image which looks super rich, full of colors. It gives you a very nice cinematic expression on the screen. And lastly, it also has a very nice layered structure of blacks. Now, what according to you is the difference between these two projectors? Well, it's the same difference which most commonly all of the home theater users ignore, and it is between native contrast and dynamic contrast. I'm going to tell you how exactly these two contrast ratios work and why these two would really help you select the best projector. But before we begin, this video is brought to you by TapAV. Confused what to buy? Struggling with what really works in your room? Or just tired of guesswork and online gimmicks? Well, at TapAV, we design, build and calibrate home cinemas and hi-fi systems crafted for your space, lifestyle and budget. Don't just take our word for it. Hear it from hundreds of happy clients. From expert guidance to flawless installation and a service that never leaves you hanging. TapAV is with you always. So next time you need anything in AV, simply tap AV. Now let us first understand what exactly is contrast ratio. In a very simple language, contrast ratio is the distance between the purest white or the brightest white to the darkest black on the screen. But wait a minute, here's a fact. A lot of brands use different ways to measure this contrast ratio. And there are two primary ways, native contrast and dynamic contrast. Now native contrast means how dark the projector can go and how bright can the projector go without cheating on different scenes. For instance, it uses the same engine, same panel behavior and same lighting conditions. They don't play with any of the algorithms or tweak around with the settings. So when you simply play on an image on the screen, let's assume there's a white light and let's assume there's also a black light on that image. Now this difference of the white and black is considered as the native contrast ratio. The native contrast ratio tells you the real projector black level ability. Now let's talk about the dynamic contrast ratio. Dynamic contrast ratio is typically measured using some tricks because it does not define one single image or it is not limited to only one single frame on the screen. It overall gives you an understanding of how much white the projector can go and how much black the projector can go, but in different scenarios. For instance, the white can be calculated when the projector is at its extreme bright mode, and the blacks can be calculated when you change the picture mode to a cinema mode and go to the deepest blacks. So with these kind of changes, or there can be iris changes, there can be some scene-based light reductions, or there can even be some algorithmic changes that they would do internally. Now, because it is not stick to one frame, this ratio is always referred as a dynamic contrast ratio. So in a very dark scene, it can dim the light source and make the black look deeper. That can help, but it is not the same as naturally having deep blacks all the time. So the simplest way to remember it, native contrast is equal to built-in picture capability, whereas the dynamic contrast is always going to be an assisted picture behavior. Now native can be weak at times, but the dynamic values can seem higher, and this can create a good perception about how deep blacks the projector can offer. But these deep blacks are not going to be as premium as a native contrast ratio can deliver. Now if this is very clear to you, let us move on to the next section. Now I know most of you would be thinking that why all of a sudden all the brands have started shifting towards a new contrast ratio, that is the native contrast ratio, and why are they showing up now in their spec sheet? Well, the answer is very simple. The buyers, that is you, have become more smarter. You have realized that these dynamic contrast ratios are just inflated numbers which does not have a realistic true value of how good the contrast is.
Why, Dada? Why?
This is business.
This is my sweat.
I know, but I did business.
Shut up! Shut up!
Well, when you have these kind of inflated numbers, the projector's real black floors can never be justified. And that is why the brands have also started educating their customers using this native contrast ratio as a standard. Now, a common misconception people have with regards to the contrast ratio is that they link it with the light source. Now, the light source of the projectors matter, but they are not dependent upon the contrast ratio and its performance. For instance, a laser projector does not necessarily mean that it has got the best native contrast. Similarly, a lamp projector does not mean that it has got the worst native contrast. The light source is only there to justify that how many hours the projectors can go, how bright it can go, how good the control can be in terms of the contrast, and lastly, it also means that how good it can dim based upon the lighting scenarios. So light source definitely plays an important role, but more for the dynamic contrast ratio and less for the native contrast ratio. Let us see what really influences the native contrast ratio. Now, I have just broadly put them into 5 different topics. So the first is panel technology, then comes optical path, then you have light leakage control, imaging chip quality, and lastly, the lens and the internal reflections. That is why you can have a bright 4K laser DLP projector with average blacks, but a premium SXRD or a DILA projector with far better native contrast. So yes, the light source matters, but the panel architectures matters more for nice native contrast ratio. Now I know after watching this video, a lot of you are going to Google the exact native contrast ratio of your projector. But to your shock, you will not see many of them publishing the numbers. Now the reason is very common. The dynamic contrast ratio has been there for a longer time. The native contrast ratio have just started coming in the recent past. So not of old models will not have the native contrast ratio mentioned. For some of the premium models though, there are people who have measured it and can put some values on different portals. So yeah, you can probably browse through that if you don't see an actual number mentioned on the company's spec sheet. Now to those of you who are buying a new projector but do not see any native contrast mentioned on the spec sheet, what should you do? Well, typically when you go out there to audition, you can ask them to play darker scenes over brighter images. Now while watching these dark scenes, there are 3 things that you should note. The first is the shadows. See the shadow detailing on these images. Second, see how good the depths are of the image. Third, always see the black bars on the top and the bottom. If the blacks look grey, then you should stay away from the projector. And if the blacks are justified and you're happy with it, then you can go for it. So the next time you see people opting for premium projectors in their premium home cinemas, the reason is very simple. It is not just about the brightness, it is not about the resolution, it is not about that laser badge or that HDR logo. It is more about the optics, it is more about the panel quality, it is more about the shadow detail, it is more about the native contrast, it is more about the projector's image stability. So all of these parameters do really matter, and when all of these things come together, you get a depth in the image, and the depth is really what makes a premium projector premium. Okay, so here's the simplest way in which I'm going to put everything that we just spoke of. A dynamic contrast ratio will always tell you what a projector can simulate, whereas a native contrast ratio will always tell you what the projector can truly deliver. So if you have understood this game of native contrast ratio, you will understand the ladder and the premiumness of the projector at every stage of this ladder. Now always remember, it's not just the picture that gets expensive as you go higher. You actually pay for the image which gets more and more believable. So if you want to shop the right projectors with knowing as to what are the contrast ratios and how they can help you in your room, don't forget to reach out to our experts here at TapEV using the link that is shared in the description as well as in the pinned comment. And for more such videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. I, Tanmay Mehta, your home theatre consultant or home theatre wale bhaiya, will see you again in the next video. Bye bye.